This is Daddy from Busy Daddy Cooks. The Dragon Boat Festival, or Dumpling Festival, is only a few weeks away. So, today we are making rice dumplings. But not just any traditional recipe. We are making roast duck glutinous rice dumplings. We'll need to start the night before, as there's lots of soaking and softening of dried ingredients to be done. First of which is the glutinous rice itself. Soak 1.2 kilograms of glutinous rice. Make sure that the water covers past the top of the rice. Next, soak 150 grams of dried chestnuts. And 70 grams of dried mushrooms. These are bamboo leaves, which you can get in most supermarkets and wet markets at about this time. They usually come with some twine to tie the dumplings with. Alternatively, you can use some other type of string to tie your dumplings. Soak about 24 to 30 leaves together with the twine. Make sure that all the leaves are submerged. To do that, weigh it down with something heavy. I am using my mortar and pestle here. The next day, we'll prepare the rice first. Finely chop up 5 shallots. Next, in a hot pan over medium heat, add in 3 tablespoons of oil. Fry the shallots till they are fragrant. Then, drain the rice and add it into the pan. Give the rice a mix, but be gentle. The rice is softer now from the overnight soaking, so try not to break up the grains. To this rice, we'll add the seasoning. That's 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of salt, half a teaspoon of 5-spice powder, half a teaspoon of pepper. Fry this for about 10 minutes. Again, don't be too aggressive with the stirring, or you will break up the rice. After 10 minutes, dish it out and set it aside. Now for the filling. I bought half a roast duck from the coffee shop. Remember to ask for the roast duck sauce. Next, remove all the meat from the bones. For whatever meat you are unable to remove, nibble it off and give yourself a tasty treat. Once you have removed all the meat, squeeze out all the water from the mushrooms. Cut off the hard stems and cut the mushrooms into strips. Put the mushrooms in with the duck. Next, season the duck and mushrooms with 5 to 6 tablespoons of the duck sauce and 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Now, it may seem like a lot of oyster sauce here, but the saltiness will be diluted when we boil the dumplings. Mix this well. Make sure that all the duck meat has been moistened by the sauce. If there's not enough sauce, add in some more. For the filling, we will also need some Chinese sausages or lapchung. Cut them up into about half cm slices. Wash the bamboo leaves by wiping them down before using them. I like to make my rice dumplings over the sink as the tap provides a secure place for me to tie my strings. I have switched out of the twine and used raffia strings down because the twines kept breaking on me. To wrap the dumplings, use 2 leaves. Overlap them and make sure that they are pointing in the opposite direction. Make a small dent on the top center of the leaf and fold it into a cone. Hold it like an ice cream cone with your left hand, that is if you are right-handed. Then, fill it with 2 tablespoons of glutinous rice. Make a well in the center and make sure you have thin walls. You don't want to have a dumpling with more rice than filling. Next, put in 1 piece of duck, some mushrooms, a sausage, a chestnut. Then, top it off with a few more pieces of duck. Cover the top with some more rice. Now, here's the tricky part. Fold the top down and press down on top. Squeeze in the corners to form a pyramid shape. Open it back up and clear the rice at the top corners. Then, fold it back into its pyramid shape and fold the leaves to the side. You'll get a pyramid-shaped dumpling. Next, tie the dumpling up with the string. Go around the dumpling twice and do an overhand knot. And pull it tight before tying it the same way you would tie a shoelace. It's very important to tie it tight, otherwise the dumpling will burst open during the cooking process, and you'll end up with some porridge at the bottom of the pot. So, to wrap the dumplings, overlap 2 leaves pointing in the opposite direction. Make a small dent and fold it into a cone. Put some glutinous rice into the cone Make a well with thin walls. Put in your filling, in this case, the duck, the mushroom, the sausages, the chestnuts. Fill it up with more duck. Then cover with the rice. Fold the top leaves down and squeeze the corners to make it into a pyramid shape. Open it back up, clean out the top corners. Then fold it back into its pyramid shape. Twist the leaves to the side and create a pyramid shaped dumpling. Use the string, go around the pyramid twice and make sure you tie it really tight. To boil the dumplings, I'm using my huge stock pot here. I only use this stock pot once a year for dumpling purposes. Bring enough water to a boil and put in the dumplings. Ensure that all the dumplings are covered with the water. Bring all this to a boil and boil it over high heat for the first hour. Then, reduce the heat to medium-low and boil it for another 2 hours. Remember to top up the water. When the water level fall below the dumplings. After boiling for 3 hours, remove the dumplings. Open one up to make sure that the dumplings are fully cooked. This is roast duck glutinous rice dumplings.